Yeah, I just want to do a quick update review on this Boker Magnum LE where I added the ring to it. Tell you the truth, I like the fact that this ring is on here because I knew when I picked the knife up, I know which side the sharp side's on and what the top of the blade is at. And if the manufacturer decides to put the ring in here, there should be a D ring. It should go straight through with the loop on the top, because that little curvature down there on the bottom, when it's up like that, the blade comes out just a smidgen, but when it's down, it closes all the way. But when it's like that and hanging from your belt, no problem. Now, the other thing is, I like when I pick the knife up, I know which side you just know where to put your finger when you're able to open it, and it opens up really quick. This thing actually opens up quick as snot because the liner lock was a little way too tight when I got this, and I know this is a Chinese manufacturer knife, and the Magnum series is the low end of the Boker line, right? But it still works fine. It says 440A stainless. I thought it was 440C, but it says 440A in a blade, but good enough. Like I said, I'm just slicing French bread with it. The thing is, or for now anyway, but the thing is, having this ring on here, it's like when you're looking at this blade, it's like you could be thinking, which way does the damn, the top and the bottom looks almost the same, right? So when you have the ring on here, you know which side the business end of it is for slicing your bread. Now, the deal is with this though, but actually making this, when I had to make this liner lock more loose, it's a lot easier to close because, it's not in there real tight. And I don't mind if the fact that the blade doesn't lock up real tight, and I screwed that up because it opens easier. And this thing actually opens up easier than assisted spring or whatever, because it's a very light flick of the wrist that opens it up. I actually like this because when this thing is open, the proportions are kind of like just a little bit bigger than the average and beefier than the average steak knife. It's a cool kitchen utensil, to tell you the truth, if you freaking even use it for that. Because when you close it, the end pops out and the blade goes down in there. So you can have this in your kitchen drawer, and it's going to be a fairly large, stout knife, and you just grab for it, and you don't have to worry about grabbing a blade. And then when you grab it, you just go like this, it opens real easy. Especially when I have this, like, loosey-goosey, really. And I know some things people say, well, it's got a little too slop in here, but, that's the same deal with guns and stuff. You can have have a little more slop, and it's easier to break down, or it doesn't jam as easy. And you lose a little bit of accuracy. I personally rather have a little slop and stuff. Just like with race motors and stuff. I mean, you want to have a little slop in a race motor so it doesn't blow up. Now, the other one I like, to tell the truth, just that, even though this is not a review about this, to tell the truth, I like this little USMC jobber, but it's not great for slicing bread because it's not long enough. This thing is a very easy to use assisted opener, and it fits on your boot really good. Now, I'm going to say something about knives because, like, a lot of people freaking got all these wacky knife laws, and I think the fact that this isn't even assisted spring, and I don't know what the hell the laws are in each state, but the fact that it's not assisted spring, even that, assisted spring I think is legal everywhere to own, I'm pretty sure of it, because I think New Jersey has like the worst knife laws in the world, because, what the hell, I'm not in New Jersey, I'm down south where the freaking laws are. Where down south they use law enforcement against criminals. You make crazy laws against your constitutional rights. Up north they make every law there is against your constitutional rights, and they coddle the hell out of criminals. That's really 99% of the problem. But like, say for instance, I had these vice grips. You say, well, these aren't a weapon. Well, maybe I can, put these on a certain way or open them up a certain way, and let's say for instance I open it up like that, right? And I can put my finger in there and, open up just a little more. And it's a brass knuckle, right? Now, I mean, if you admit that it's a weapon, and you admit that you're going to do something bad with it, yeah, of course it's a crime, right? And if you do a crime, of course it's a crime. But the thing is, you can be carrying this, and, it's an effective weapon, right? It can have a sharp, pointy edge on the end of it and stuff like this. Not to give anybody any ideas, but what I'm pointing out is this is a tool just like this is a tool. And any tool can really be used as a weapon. So the problem is not outlawing the tools, the problem is outlawing the criminals. And, Up north, they're a bunch of freaking commie socialist bastards, so they just make laws against knives. And, you know, I know in New Jersey they got one freaking catch-all, just want to add it on here, it's called dangerous knife. That's also illegal. What the hell's a dangerous knife? A dangerous knife is, it's pointy. That could be dangerous. It could be sharp. That could be dangerous. I mean, that's really like, I don't know, where the hell, it's amazing those laws are on the books because they're so, well, it's not like they're vague. There's like, it's like, it's a catch-all phrase. I mean, in other words, it could be anything. Dangerous knife. The knife has a blade on it. I don't know what the hell that means. The knife is made out of metal. It's dangerous. You know, whatever. I mean, it could be any, what the hell you want to. I mean, it's all the discretion of who the hell a yo-yo is. That, and of course, you have money for attorneys. You're freaking fine, right? But you know, reality of the situation is they coddle the hell out of criminals up there. But this modification on this ring, I really do like this, and actually do like the fact that it made this a little too loosey-goosey with the freaking liner lock. And you know, even like when I opened it up wrong there, it opened up. And it locks up a lot easier because the liner lock is kind of too sloppy. But I don't really give a damn about that because, you know, somebody get all bent out of shape about that. But to tell you the truth, it makes this thing as easy to open up as a very good spring assisted. And probably even easier, I don't even know. This one's like my easiest to open spring assisted. They're about the same. I mean, this one maybe is a little easier, but it's most spring assisteds, you have to press that nub pretty hard. And this one, it's like, it's loosey-goosey. Man, I'm glad I did this. And I'm glad I put this ring on here because, like I said, it's not just to hang something on here. It's like when I pick the knife up, I know how to hold it immediately to open it up. And number two is the ring tells me, you know, this is the top of the blade and that's the bottom of the blade. And that's where the blade sharpness is because the ring is on the top. Because when you're looking at this blade, it's not like looking at this one. Where, you know, immediately, yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? This one, it's like they look the same on both sides. Yeah, probably in New Jersey, this would be illegal because it's a dagger. This one, I think the only thing that would be illegal about it is that it's dangerous. Because it's not a, you know, stiletto type blade. It's not a automatic knife. It's not a switchblade because you got to press the nub down. Like that, you know, you got to press the, and it actually still works well. This one actually is very practical too. I really love the hell out of this thing, but I've really been growing a lot on this bad boy too. It's a large knife, but what's cool about it is when you open it up, the handle shrinks. You know, because it goes in there. That thing slides in there, and I'm really thinking that's a little bit more than a novelty because the proportions on a knife is perfect. It's like I've been using this. I mean, I know I've just been using it to slice bread or something, or cheese or whatever the hell it is. But I've been grabbing for this one quite a bit. So that's an endorsement right there. When you use the product more often, that's a serious endorsement. The only thing I would like with this blade, where I think it lacks something, is it doesn't have the serrations on it. You know, unless that's a serration. Maybe I can use that as a wire stripper down there. If it has something for a wire stripper, it might. If that could strip a wire right down in there, I'm going to be using this as my #1 mechanic knife instead of my little Winchester. But very happy with this. And like I said, the manufacturer ought to put this on here with a D-ring. You got to be very careful if you put this ring on here. It's only like one position it goes. It can't be too high, too low, too far up, too far back. You know, you can see where I put it right there. And if it's a straight through bar on the bottom, it will make a difference when you lift it up. It's because when you lift that up, that little curvature pushes down the blade just a hair. But when it's up, the blade fits in there perfect. And it's not even like a lot when you push it up. It's just a very smidgen. So if they put a D-ring in there, it would be perfect. And maybe I will put a D-ring later if I ever find one. I just had this freaking key ring thing around here laying around, but it's fine. I mean, it's no problem with it. Very happy with this knife. I really don't think this is a novelty feature with this stuff on here. It's a pretty damn well for the price. Let me put it that way. Just like anything, it's like, are you getting what you're paying for? No, definitely. So I like it, man. I'm surprised that it's kind of surprised me. When I first got it, I was thinking that looked kind of weird, but but now I just, just the fact that I'm using it more, it just tells me that's a pretty good product. It is a good product.